got out on the water with my brand new GTX, and holy cow, bow hunt. When I turn to the right, it turns sharply, but when I turn to the left, it takes a wide turn. Is there ways to adjust this? First, you may be battling current or wake patterns, the direction of the waves that are coming at you, and the ski may be responding very quickly to turning right and then really fighting you on turning left. Now, if you're out on glass and you're finding this, my question is, what's the handlebar setting at neutral going straight? If you're going straight, are you keeping the bar cocked? All right. If you're going straight and the bars are like this, then you got an alignment problem. Okay. Now, thankfully, here's the kicker. All right. All jet skis are really, really basic when it comes to steering. Okay. They're going to put all these different things and make make it sound really fancy. But all it is a pitman arm up here, a pitman arm off the steering neck. I'm going to do this vertically. All right. I'm going to do it on screen too. So let's do it like this. Okay. So your steering neck goes to a straight down through your deck. And it has a pitman arm that sticks out. It's just an arm. And it's got a little hole drilled in it. And there's typically like a stud that pokes out. The steering cable connects to that. It's typically a ball stud. All right. And then you have a sliding collar or a spring loaded collar that slides over, holds that ball. Okay. So, and that cable runs all the way to the jet nozzle. And the jet nozzle has an arm sticking out here and has the exact same thing on the other end. So when you steer, that arm pulls up and it yanks on that cable, and that cable goes yoink, and that nozzle gets pulled and goes just like that. And if you turn the other way, it pushes the cable and it pushes the cable down. And that is the science of the steering system on your ski. I don't care if it's Sea-Doo, don't care if it's Cowie, don't care if it's a Yamaha, don't care if it's Polaris, doesn't matter if it's a Honda. They're all the same way. Here's the other thing about that cable. All right, just like a throttle cable, you might not have experience messing with throttle cables. You might have any sort of experience on this kind of stuff. So let's pretend this is the very end of your steering cable. All right, and it's got the collar on it over here at the end that goes over the little ball stud. Well, you're going to see a point on that steering cable that's coming out of the cable. It slides out of a sleeve. Okay. Let's pretend my hand's the big sleeve. It comes out like this. Now, believe it or not, you're going to see a lot of threading on it. All right. Like it's a big, long screw. What you can, and that is to adjust your preload. It's called preload. What you can do is that you can back off the nut, the retaining nut, and sometimes it's finger tight, which might be a problem. All right. That actually might be a problem. You need to go in there, and it's going to be inconvenient. It is not going to be easy. On your GTX, it's really not going to be convenient. All right. You're going to have to basically get the manual if you're going to do this yourself, because you're going to want to take the shroud off, and it's all going to be inside of your adjustable deck. Okay. Or your cargo, storage deck, what would you call it? What's the official name? But your folding hinged deck. All right. So if you can get all the instrument cluster housing off, you'll be able to see inside of where the steering column mounts to the actual deck, and you're going to see the arm on it. If you can, back off the retaining nut and slide it further out, or push it back in, depending on which way it's favoring, so that your steering is straight and that your nozzle is straight. You're going to be hopping on, hopping off, hopping on, hopping off, making sure that they're lined up. Because what you do is that you take that retaining nut and you tighten it back up when your bars are straight and your nozzle's straight. Okay? You can adjust it. The problem is it's with the Sea-Doo, and that makes it tough. Now, I haven't done this personally, so I might be wrong. And hopefully the Sea-Doo guys here will be able to correct me if I am wrong. Guys, I'm asking you to correct me if I'm wrong. But sometimes you can adjust the steering cable from the back on the nozzle itself. If you can, don't even touch the steering up front. Mess with it in back. If you can. Because some steering cables have all thread and retaining nuts at both ends. All right. So if the Sea-Doo is, which I'm not sure it is, and I really hope someone can correct me on this one, you might be able to adjust that off the back. All right. Because what you have is a misalignment. Now, if it sounds like too much work, if it sounds like, hey, listen, I don't want to take my ski apart. Hey, this isn't really my cup of tea. That's fine. There's no harm in that. All you have to do is call up your dealership that has a service department or a shop that you trust that's local to you, that has a good reputation, and say, hey, listen, my steering and steering nozzle are out of adjustment. I got to have the bars cocked while I go straight. Can you guys adjust the steering for me? I don't have the tools for it, or I don't, whatever. I don't have the mechanical acumen. And they're like, okay, no problem. It'll be, it's an hour's worth of labor. That's $70 or $80. Okay, cool. Sign me up. And that might be your answer. So, Chad, if it works, I mean, if you can do it and you're comfortable doing it yourself, rad. If it's not, if it sounds like a big job, then you know what? It's better just to pay the guy for an hour or two worth of labor and call it a day. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out. This clip was taken from our weekly podcast that we record here every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to watch the whole video, you can go to the Watercraft Journal's YouTube channel, go to playlists, and then click on live sessions. You're going to see it there. Otherwise, go ahead and leave a like, a comment, and definitely subscribe to the channel. It helps us grow. And again, thanks again for watching our videos, and we hope to see you soon.